300 hours, June 90th, 1944, a message. D-Day was 72 hours old. Beaches held. The clerk's message was true. It won the war. The kill chain. Hitler read it. He halted his Panzers. The kill chain tracks decisions, not body counts. The message, Juan Pujol Garcia, codenamed GARBO, a Spanish freelancer who invented himself as a spy. Germany, Iron Cross. Britain, MBE. He earned both. GARBO was one piece of a larger machine. We read the London controlling section files. The conventional D-Day narrative omits what mattered most. Eisenhower's real problem was not the beaches. Germany had 7 panzer divisions near Normandy. Encirclement was possible. 1 armored division at the beaches. Artillery barrage, 24 hours. Rommel told von Rundstedt, the first day decides everything. The 12th SS Panzer could reach Normandy within hours. The answer was not a larger invasion force. Built in a Whitehall basement, staff of 12. Colonel John Bevan, the London controlling section. Operation Bodyguard, Fortitude was its decisive component. Fortitude North, a phantom threat to Norway. 400 Germans frozen. Fortitude South, a flanking deception. Target, Pas-de-Calais. A FUSAG 150 men. Full headquarters. Patton in command. The tanks were inflatable rubber for German cameras. The RAF allowed German overflights, photographed exactly what Britain chose. Small signal units mimicked the traffic of entire divisions. German analysts confirmed FUSAG's order of battle. All sources agreed. What if Germany moved 1 Panzer Corps before the landing? You are Eisenhower, June 1944. You cannot build certainty. The only way, convince Hitler an ambush awaited at Pas-de-Calais. A Spanish civil servant, zero intelligence training. Garcia approached British intelligence in 1941, turned down twice. He went to the Germans first, to prove his value. The Abwehr recruited him as Arabelle, never met in person. Garcia invented 27 sub-agents. None of them existed. He sent the Abwehr 3,000 reports, all fabricated. E5 officer Thomas Harris ran the GARBO operation from London. Reading the case files, Garcia wasn't following a script. Double Cross ran 40+ German agents in Britain, all turned. By 1944, 0 uncontrolled German agents operating in Britain. Germany's entire intelligence picture of Britain came from British sources. When Double Cross described their FUSAG, the Abwehr confirmed it. Fremder here West built their FUSAG estimate on controlled sources. Alexis von Rouen led Fremder here West. Rigorous. Completely deceived. Ask yourself, what makes a deception fail? It fails when the target has independent means to verify. Germany had aerial reconnaissance. The RAF's response was audacious. Inflatable tanks positioned with precision. Enough to confirm, no more. Luftwaffe photos matched agent reports. FUSAG confirmed from all sources. The matching was designed. Every source they checked was controlled. The element that made Fortitude exceptional, not just competent Patton. German High Command studied Patton's Tunisia and Sicily campaigns. Hitler personally held this view. Recorded in 1944 OKW transcripts. Wherever Patton commanded, that was the real invasion. Patton knew he was bait. Sources disagree on his reaction. His memoir accepts the role. His wartime diary is ambiguous. Hesketh documents Patton's deliberate public appearances across southeastern England. Every appearance was reported. Every report confirmed Patton's primary command. By May 1944, Germany was inflating FUSAG beyond British feeds. Hesketh, ultimate vindication. The target built its own false intelligence. A darker possibility. Historians have debated it for 30 years. Von Roen was arrested after the July 20 assassination attempt. McIntyre raises circumstantial evidence. Von Roen may have helped deliberately. We cannot confirm this. The evidence is inconclusive. OK War Diary, June 5th. No assault expected next morning. Rommel had gone home for his wife's birthday. When paratroopers landed at midnight, Germany assumed a raid. Fog of war. June 6th dawn, invasion or diversion? That question was Fortitude's pressure point, engineered for 5 months. The honest SS Panzer Corps moved toward Normandy. Hitler intervened. June 9th, 300 hours. GARBO transmitted his most critical message. The message acknowledged Normandy. It argued Normandy was a feint. GARBO cited FUSAG unit movements and its fabricated sub-agent network. The audacity using the truth to reinforce the lie. German duty officer marked it urgent. Reached OKW by 400. At 6:30 Hitler issued the order that defined the campaign. The honest SS Panzer Corps halt. Hold position. Wait. OK War Diary, 6:30, June 9th. Bundesarchiv. Causation direct. Those tanks never reached the beaches. No last stand. Hitler's position, trusted source, verified by aerial photo, says feint. Patton leads FUSAG. Formation too large for a feint. The trap worked because it was logical, consistent, fully confirmed. Shift perspective. SHAEF was reading ultra decrypts in real time. Decoded German orders confirmed. 15th Army was holding at Pas-de-Calais. One side verified the deception working, the other remained ignorant. 47 days after D-Day, the 15th Army remained at Pas-de-Calais. 13 divisions in Norway, 400 men frozen throughout the campaign. By the time Hitler accepted the truth, Cobra breakthrough began. The German collapse in France traced to a Whitehall decision. Eisenhower was modest about D-Day, more direct about Fortitude. He called it the most important single factor in Overlord. Michael Howard, official British historian, published his analysis in 1990. Howard estimated Fortitude avoided 6 weeks of attrition. 6 weeks, 900 men and 150 vehicles ashore. FUSAG had 150 soldiers and Patton in command. None existed. The rubber tanks held their shape. Radio traffic filled logs. In Berlin, Abwehr analysts found confirmation everywhere. Every source agreed. The sources showed calibrated variants. Real networks always disagree. Designing in realistic noise while maintaining a false signal. Unprecedented. Hesketh, the most complete deception in history. What went wrong? June 6 nearly unraveled Fortitude before GARBO could save it. Several German commanders immediately suspected Normandy was the main assault. Rommel's chief of staff phoned OKW at 600. Request denied. Von Rundstedt requested armored reserves. Also denied. Hitler was asleep. Hitler's initial response. Normandy might be the real attack. For 6 hours on June 6th, Fortitude was in danger. Then the GARBO network report arrived. FUSAG was mobilizing. By afternoon, June 6th, holding reserves was correct. 12th SS Panzer reached Normandy, June 7th. 2 days late. Every hour of delay was an hour the Allies used. Most accounts skip what happened to Fortitude after D-Day. Most deceptions collapse when the main event begins. Fortitude didn't collapse. GARBO's June 9th message extended it. Fortitude south to Normandy too small. FUSAG was confirmation. The German 15th Army remained at Pas-de-Calais until late July. Operation Cobra began July 25th. Germany hadn't accepted the truth. By the time the 15th Army redeployed, tactical retreat began. The Fortitude lesson is still taught at war colleges today. A deception succeeds when the target fools themselves repeatedly. Von Rouen didn't just accept a FUSAG, he built on it. Was Fortitude decisive or merely helpful? The archive speaks. Hesketh, without Fortitude, the 72-hour consolidation would have been contested. D'Este argues Allied air power would have degraded German armor. D'Este has merit. He doesn't account for June 9th. The OKW diary is dispositive. The halt order cites intelligence. Our assessment, Fortitude, was decisive in the first week. Strategic deception and physical force are complements. Neither replaces either. Fortitude changed how Western militaries think about deception. Declassified in 1999, planners realized they had incomplete lessons. The components were known. The full integration architecture was not. Every element calibrated against every other. The precision was decisive. After the war, Garcia's German handlers refused to believe it. Garcia faked his own death in 1949, moved to Venezuela. His full story appeared in 1985 with historian Nigel West. Iron Cross and MBE, both genuine, both awarded in ignorance. Garcia died in 1988. He did what seemed necessary. The London Controlling Section disbanded in 1945. Files archived. Colonel Bevan received no public recognition until after his death. Hesketh, Howard, McIntyre. The OKW War Diaries. Read them together. Read German and British records simultaneously. The logic becomes clear. Germany's Abwehr was not staffed by fools. Sources were compromised. Your analysis is bounded by the quality of your sources. Every counterintelligence doctrine after 1945 traces to this lesson. June 9th message. Panzer halt, 47-day hold, one causal chain. War is an information problem, also a firepower problem. Control the information environment, control what decisions the enemy makes. Germany had armored reserves. Accurate information alone prevented their annihilation. Fortitude made accurate information impossible. Every verification path was controlled. This series analyzes decisions, not body counts. Case file below. Full breakdown is pinned in the comments below.